I thought more about this choice. Now I really don't like it. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. In fact, I do have it on me and keep it on me at all times. You know, fun fact, I dropped the pencil. Hold on, give me one sec. It vanished into the ether. How did it do? This is like the fifth time that's happened today. But regardless, I have 15 minutes to give you my thoughts on Lancelot's choice to consume all of chaos, all of Cap, all of everything to create evil Lance. From a narrative perspective, from a character perspective, everything in between, and of course, naturally just my base thoughts on the whole thing. So, let's start this 50-minute timer where I do not like it at all. I don't like it at all. Now, let me clarify something really expeditiously. Me, you can go, this is one of the greatest things about having a channel that I've had for a long time. You can go back in the heart of the cards of that guy with a pencil, and you will see I made, I think at least two, but I know at least definitely one discussion video on Evil Lance. I kind of been calling Evil Lance, mainly because, unfortunately, I know NAKABA Suzuki. I say unfortunately. In some cases it is unfortunately, but I know NAKABA Suzuki. He did the same thing with Meliodas when Meliodas got too strong. Lance has been too strong. I'm honestly shocked it took us this long to get to Evil Lance. However, in comparison to how we got to Evil Meliodas, this feels like the laziest, most, here fine, most, I don't really care, and neither will the readers kind of take this Evil Lance that I think it ever could have been done. Right? Because let's talk about Evil Mel for a bit. Because Evil Mel is actually a relatively goated character choice in retrospect. Mainly because how it happens is slowly built up and integrated into the narrative. It's heavily foreshadowed up to the point that it does happen, and then puts an interesting twist on the character. Now, I can't speak on how Evil Lance is going to be characterized because it hasn't happened yet, but the choice to give us Evil Lance is something that makes sense from a narrative balancing perspective, because Lance is too strong for our current cast, and thusly he does sort of need to be removed from the current cast in one way, shape, or form. So from a narrative and meta-narrative perspective, as a person who has also specifically written stories and written characters out of narratives because of where they exist relative to the narrative, aka character A cannot exist at the same time as main cast, because if character A exists at the same time as main cast, then characters in main cast will not struggle ever, and that's not good storytelling. Okay, alright, I get it. But the source of it, how it happens, how it occurs, is what I have a problem with. And of course, the main problem is what I would say, pretty definitively, despite Seven Deadly Sins and Four Knights both being stories heavily about love, man, NAKABA sucks at writing love. Now, hear me out. Is this some of my own personal bias against Guinevere as a character leaking through? Absolutely, I just don't like the character. But, big bodacious booty butt cheeks, I think the important thing about me not liking Guinevere is that it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Now, now hear me out. I say I know for a fact it's not my fault because I ran a poll on whether or not people like Guinevere, and so many people are agreeing. They're like, no, I don't like the character. And why do we not like Guinevere? Why is this not a character we're all so concerned of? Why do I and many others just not get Lance's decision from like a personal character writing level and this, that, that? It's because Guinevere's barely in the story. I think if you were to total all of Guinevere's total page time, it wouldn't even equal half a volume. Yeah, okay, maybe I'm dragging a little bit. Maybe it's one volume. But for reference, Four Knights of the Apocalypse is 247 chapters long. At the time of recording, at least. Your Honor. You know how much a singular volume of screen time is in a narrative of this length? It's not. It's maybe about a 25th of it. And once again, this is a volume in terms of page length spread out over that 25th of the narrative. And once again, I'm probably being generous with her having a volume screen time. And you'd be like, okay, so you don't like Guinevere because Guinevere is the basis for this decision, as Lance directly admits, right? He literally is ready to boom himself all for the sake of Guinevere. But Why is that the problem here? Why does that make this choice kind of dumb? Because Lance loves other people. Lance loves and knows other people more than Guinevere. Because here's the thing, Lance, unless I'm mistaken, and this is something that I'm recording this before the actual review goes live because I'm doing some bulk recording, but in this case, I'm pretty sure Lance has only met Guinevere thrice. I think they spent the day together the first day that they met. She then went to Camelot. He showed up there long while later. And then this is their third meeting, as far as I know. Now, Guinevere did tell him about their future relationship. And on top of that, obviously, Galahad is here. And Galahad is his son. Lance may have wanted to deny it at first, but, like, that's his kid. And thusly, there may be, like, you can definitely argue there's some greater, like, existential gaslighting going on here in Lance's mind. Where, like, oh, I literally, like, that's my baby. That's my boy. Even though he was literally just being the taste, I was like, that's my boy. That's my baby. And, like, if I let this evil cat monster do this thing, then it's all over. I won't have my baby. But, big booty butt cheeks. Lancelot, you're currently the strongest thing in creation by a long shot. I'm sorry. The way I've seen people justify this is that, well, don't you see? Kath has Guinevere in hand. And look at how far Lance is. There's no way he could blitz Kath out of existence while he's in this clearly still weakened state, as this isn't the full monster Kath, the buff, beefy monster Kath that we saw back in the Leonis battle. This is, you know, a recovering Kath still. There's no way Lance, strongest guy in the verse Lance, with full magic power, couldn't just blitz Kath, save Guinevere, give Guinevere to two of the strongest healers in the verse. Look at who's here. Look at who's right. Percy, Mr. Life Spirit Man, literally healed people from having holes in their hearts. And Tristan, who admittedly isn't the greatest, he's not his mama, but still a fantastic. Oh, two of the greatest healers in the verse literally healed Arthur when he stabbed himself. Now, 2 seconds. But you, Mr. Super Strongest in the Verse Man, it's just gonna spread it. It's just gonna spread. He's literally right in front of you. like this is why I say it's the concept I'm fine with. Narrative balancing wise, I get it. Horrific execution. Once again, referencing back Evil Mel. And then this is getting before into all the things that Lancelot is sacrificing and going back more into that Lancelot loves other things point that I'll get to. Evil Mel works so well because, one, it's built up to. Post-resurrection Mel is our hint at Evil Mel. He's still, like, a good guy, but the idea that the Demon King consumes him piece by piece every time he dies, that's slowly built up to. The idea that Meliodas was this evil, monstrous creature before he ended up meeting Elizabeth, that is built up to. That's established. The way that the whole interplay between Elizabeth regaining her memories and Meliodas losing his, like, sense of self, which is tied to the memories that he still holds, but he doesn't have any feeling for after the Demon King consumes him, that's all built in and just delicious, scrumbly emphasis. It's built up over a long period of time. Lance was never going to organically be evil. Because, one, unlike Meliodas, he's not a multi-millennial old demon who was once legitimately just evil. But also, he's just a good kid. And there wasn't enough poison or darkness set up within the character that NAKABA could organically make him evil while he's the strongest, like Meliodas had. So, that's no good. And also, another very important thing. At the time that Mel became evil, he was definitively not top 3, not top 2, not top 1 in the verse, right? Lance, for all intents and purposes right now, outside of Chaos itself, which just doesn't exist at the moment, is top 1, right? I know there's heavy debate around Big Hawk, big Mile, but, like, okay, that's why I said top 1 or top 2, depending on whoever you want to take. But regardless, he's literally the strongest thing in creation right now. Oh, but he ain't that battle damage, dog. He literally just got his nerf off. And Lance directly gets glazed by Kath as like, oh yeah, I still don't think I can beat him. He's literally just too strong. In this very chat, he literally gets glazed. But you mean to tell me that this guy is going to sacrifice everything? Let's think about what this truly means, right? before I get into like the final counter argument I've seen and what I may rock with, but considering once again narrative balancing stuff, I think we're just gonna get evil Lance. Lancelot isn't just sacrificing the hypothetical future of his son. He has no idea how he's going to react to Guinevere after Kath possesses him with all of Chaos's power. He has no idea. He may annihilate her on the spot. Oh, you know Percy? His baby brother, essentially, as Lance saw him? Yeah, he's sacrificing him, too. Oh, wait, you know Tristan? You know, his brother from another mother? That man's twin, basically. Sacrificing him, too. Gawain, he doesn't have much of a dynamic with Gawain. Admittedly, that's just kind of a story balancing thing. But even still, someone he considers a friend and is trusting to take care of things after, he goes. Sacrificing her. Sacrificing all these kids they just met. And who else he's sacrificing? All of creation, Lancelot. All of creation. Kath explicitly tells you, Ayo, Twinsky, I want the world. Don't kid yourself. What I want is this world's destruction. Now, how true is that? Very untrue. He was role-playing for a very long time. If he was truly just focused on the world's destruction, he didn't do all that. But that aside, this guy's just evil. Evil. And notably, the Lady of the Lake liked being sucked. So that's one thing. Kath is just destruction, malevolence incarnate, as far as Lance knows. And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll do that to maybe save this one person's life. He is consigning all of his fellow knights and the Knights of the Grail to oblivion. Creation to oblivion. His aunt, his uncle, his father, I don't know what he views go through that. But he is sacrificing all of reality for Guinevere when he didn't have to do it. When he could have easily just blitz Kath, save Guinevere, hand Guinevere off to be healed by the two greatest healers in the verse, plus a third. We don't know if Isaiah can heal. Probably. He's got that guy juice in him. Had 3 healers right on side. And we know for a fact, based on what you've done, Lance. And once again, I'm using Lance as like a sub piece for NAKABA. Like, NAKABA, I'm sorry, you did too good of a job. You're doing too good of a job of bouncing on it in this chapter for me to believe that this is an organic decision that Lancelot would actually make based on how the character's been established. I'm sorry. He loves his dad. He loves his mom. He loves his friends. He loves his brothers. He loves everybody else too much that he's not going to sack it all for the possibility of saving this one woman and becoming the vessel for literally the incarnation of evil. He's not that. And the one final defense I've seen for this, right? The one final defense is the idea that, well, Lance may just think he can take it. He can just take it, right? Like, ultimately, if he was able to handle the Lady of the Lake, he should be able to handle a fat chunk of chaos plus Kath's will, right? Like, it should be some light, some easy, some clean, some juicy, some buttery. Yeah, but once again, the point I mentioned a second ago, the Lady of the Lake, after getting a vessel that was capable of holding her and wielding her power, was excited. She actually liked that. She didn't, in fact, she urgently wants to communicate and get a better bond with Lance. That's not Kath or Chaos. Now, like whoever you think is more in control, right? I personally think it's Kath being heavily influenced by Chaos into role-playing for a very, very long time, plus a little bit of Arthur's own humanity that leaked into Chaos that Kath ended up absorbing, that has made Kath much more docile, considering how powerful he's been for, 2 decades at this point. But, even in that case, he's evil. Intentionally evil. The Lady of the Lake could be argued as much more a passive force that can be read as evil due to the nature of its actions of wanting to escape into the real world. Kath is just a villain. And the idea that Lance, one of the most logical and thorough-thinking characters in the entire narrative, would really look at the scenario he's in at this point and say, yeah, I'll just become the vessel for all evil, is dumb. It's contrived. I always hesitate to put the bad writing label on something. But I think I can do it in this case because it's NAKABA Suzuki, and because I have a better reference for this same kind of plot line, for this same kind of narrative balancing. This is something that NAKABA has presumably been planning. If I've been able to pick up the seed since Lance was introduced properly, that, oh yeah, this guy's gonna be evil, considering how strong he is. Nakaba, you had 247 chapters to build to a better reason than this. You had 247 chapters to establish a better relationship and more in-depth relationship between Guinevere and Lancelot. You had 247 chapters to build Lancelot with maybe a little bit more venom or maybe a want or interest in being evil. You had so much more time to do this same thing. Because funnily enough, the Meliodas heel turn took place in the Seven Deadly Sins universe 15 chapters before this one. It was 232, I believe. It's 232, 233. The post-resurrection Meliodas versus post-resurrection AM Meliodas versus Escanor fight. That's when Meliodas technically went evil in the original narrative. So you actually gave yourself more time and came to a worse turning point. And that's bad writing. I'm sorry, lads. It's a dumb choice made with dumb reasons. We had all the resources to do anything but this. And ultimately, it just feels contrived because Nakaba doesn't want to write Lance anymore. And that's really, really unfortunate. But, of course, I am now out of time. So, if you've been only seeing this video, please do me a favor and leave this kind of dumb this kind of dumb in the comment section down below. And thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that leads to notifications posts you don't miss out on any news that come to the channel. Also, you have a page down below. Use where me for as well as 1 can 1 month. You things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. Also, now become a member of the channel for as well as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So, those perks include the live reactions or the series I have to review, ad variations of all my videos, early reactions on my videos, early reactions on my videos. Sorry. That's what you call habit. I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with a Pencil, writing off.